for them to miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. Hope I got some brothers that outlive me. They gon' tell the story.
What's good, everybody? We are back with some more Rules of Survival. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about everything you need to know about the Droid event coming up later today. So this was implemented earlier in the week, not later in the week. Whenever the update happened on Tuesday, the implementation of droids. Basically, there's going to be a new event only on weekends for about 4 hours where you can actually play as a droid in Rules of Survival. So, in order to actually play as a droid, I believe you got to go to looks. I was actually looking in the wrong section. You got to buy the companion. And you actually... Okay, so there are a couple different ways you can do it. A, you can actually get it for free if you got enough coins and supply tickets. I was trying my hardest to get it for free. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get it for free by the end of today, so I'm going to have to leave it alone. Unless we get crazy lucky right here. Yeah, not getting it on either of those. So if you can't get it right there, I believe you got to go to looks. There we go. So you got to buy it for 486 diamonds, and I'm actually going to go ahead and do that right now. So we are going to go ahead and pick up that bad boy. Look how pretty that is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that's what you're going to need in order to actually participate in the event. Now, you can't play in the event until a specific time. The thing is, they don't give you the server time for when you're playing the event, but at the same time, they don't give you a time zone for whenever the event's happening. So you basically have to figure out for yourself what the server time is. So first thought was, okay, we can go to the chat. Usually the chat has times. Chat no longer has times on it. So that's not going to do anything. I thought, well, actually this did work. I did die to a hacker, but easy way for you to check it if you are not dying to a hacker. Go under contest. Okay, so this is going to be according to the official server time. Countdown to battle is 5 hours and 37 minutes. So right now, it is 1:22 p.m. where I am, meaning this battle is going to start at 7 o'clock. In other words, hopefully this is correct. You guys can let me know based off what you've experienced as well. This could be completely wrong. But 5 hours and 36 minutes from now, it's going to be 7 o'clock. So it looks like, according to this, that the server time is based on Eastern Standard Time, which is a little bit different. So obviously Eastern Standard Time than Central, Mountain, and then Pacific. So basically Pacific is going to be 3 hours behind Eastern Time. Now if you're in the Philippines, it's going to be basically 12 hours behind. I know a lot of people watching this are probably going to be from the Philippines. But essentially what that means is, if we go back and look at this, so it's 1800 to 2200 every weekend. If that is the actual server time, the information that you're being given for the contest, and actually I'm going to go and check my reports just to make sure. So it turns out you can actually report people for having offensive nicknames as well, which means I don't have to find a hacker in order to get a report feedback. I can just report somebody for having an offensive nickname. I would say that's pretty offensive, so we're going to go ahead and submit that. Now, whenever we get back to the game, yes, I died, obviously, I'm Bobby. That's what I do. We're going to hop back, and we're going to get an email saying that they have received our report. So if we go to our mail, right there. So it says that our current time is 13:29. That is lining up with what it says for the time for the World Arena as well, meaning the server time is most definitely Eastern Standard Time as far as anything that I can see. So what that means for you guys is, it gives you this time. The 5v5 rank game for the droids is going to be starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be 6 a.m. for the Philippines. It's going to be 3 p.m. for West Coast, and everybody in between can kind of figure out their own time zones based off the information that I've given. I imagine it wouldn't be too difficult for you guys to figure out. But we are going to be looking at what you can do as a droid, and also taking a look at a little trailer that Rules of Survival gave us on what is going to look like to play as a droid. So they've got a few different skills. They can't use any weapons, but basically there are a few advantages that they do have. So passive, revive near a random teammate. Basically, as far as I've heard, I think the first time you revive, you only have to be near them for 5 seconds. The second time you revive, you have to be near them for 60 seconds. So you don't 100% die until you've been dead for a solid minute, which is pretty nice considering the fact that you're probably going to die a lot since you don't have a weapon. You can also teleport, so teleport itself to any teammate's location. One downside of this is I think we've already seen some implementations of this as a hack in the game. I believe we've seen telehackers already a couple days ago. Now, there have been some fixes to hackers, but they're most definitely still in the game, and I think this is actually being used as a new hack. We also got repair, so support droids can regenerate HP basically over an extended period of time. Or maybe as a skill, you can regenerate your HP and then speed up, move at high speed for a short period of time. I actually saw this used in the gameplay trailer, and it looked pretty cool. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the sneak peek that they gave us and see if we're missing out on anything. Alright, so direct from the Rules of Survival YouTube page, we've got the new trailer for the droids. Taking a look at it right here. Okay, that is actually important. So one thing I didn't talk about from the initial thing is gonna be, whoop, I accidentally hit my spacebar. It's gonna be, am I skipping incorrectly? There we go. I don't know how to use a computer. There we go. So it's gonna be 4 players and 1 droid. As far as I know, that's all you can do. Maybe there might be a way to make it like 1 player and 4 droids. I don't know if that would be OP. I feel like it would be pretty underpowered, especially given the fact that means you only got 1 weapon. It's also 5v5. So I'm assuming it's going to be a super constricted area. I'm really interested to see how it plays out, and we're going to have to wait for our gameplay later today to actually figure that out. We will be live streaming it for sure, so make sure you guys got your notifications turned on, and you hit that subscribe button so you guys know as soon as we go live. Okay, so that is the teleport function. That actually looks pretty dope. I don't know if you can teleport like anywhere in the map to any player on the map, although it looks like there's a countdown following it. So there might be a restriction where you can only teleport once per 30 seconds. I think the instructions might have said that you can only teleport to your nearest teammate, so we'll have to go back and look at that as well. Alright, so this is the speed up function. This is probably going to be the most useful if you actually want to get kills with it. Bruh. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. That looked pretty OP. I don't know how long you can use that speed boost for. Is there like any type of, It didn't have any GUI on this, so we don't know if there's like a limit to how long you can boost for. If you can just do it like the whole time, I don't know. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see. I'm excited to check it out. I'm hoping we can get the ROS Dream Squad back together. Me, Noah, Metal, and Hitman, and we'll probably throw in Trapeze as well if he's down to play, but I'm excited about it, guys. There's a couple more updates that we can actually look at that I didn't quite take a look at. So if we go on over here, just reading the whole thing, 5v5, like I said, so it's probably going to be a super, super small map. Players can choose to play as humans or support droids during this limited time. I don't know if that means you can have a whole team of support droids. I feel like that would be, like, super weak. Maybe you can't even make a fire team. Maybe you get randomly assigned. I don't know. Support droids, type of assistant robot, no combat ability, except obviously they can punch, so they do have combat ability, but instead has strong scouting and collecting abilities. In addition, support droids cannot utilize supplies intended for human beings, but they can carry them. I believe they hold the same amount as a level 3 backpack. And then taking a look at the full patch notes, we get some more in-depth information about the event and what you can do as a support droid. So basically, we already looked at all of this. It will gradually restore its HP level over time when nobody attacks it, so that's going to be an advantage as well. You don't need any meds. In addition, it has 1 passive skill and 4 active skills. So we already talked about the revive, but not in depth. The support droid can revive itself. If it's near any random human teammate when it's destroyed, it will be eliminated immediately after all teammates have been killed. Okay. So you actually stay alive the entire game until all your teammates are dead. That'll be interesting. I wonder if you can spectate. I guess you just gotta kind of hope that they make their way over to you. I don't know why they wouldn't. The time taken for the first revival is 15 seconds. Okay, 15, not 5. After that, the time taken for each subsequent revival will double until the maximum time is 60 seconds. So it'll go 15, 30, and then 60. Active skill teleport, we already talked about that. Repair. it can restore its own HP. So I think as well as restoring its HP over time, it'll also have an ability that can like boost its HP quickly. That would be my guess. Active skill acceleration. That's what the skill that we saw whenever it was punching in game. During acceleration, it's immune to injury. Ooh. And when it bumps into any obstacle, it'll generate 15 points of AoE damage. So I'm not sure how far around that'll be, but basically, if there's like an enemy right next to a wall and you run into the wall, it does 15 damage to him, which doesn't seem like that much, but it could start to add up, especially if you can't take damage whenever you are speed boosting. And it can punch. So like you saw, he punched the dude to death, and that's how the dude died. I think it also has more information on how much it can hold. Its default backpack its default backpack space is the same as that of the most advanced human backpack, so level 3. That was the only other information that I missed out on. And then the rest is just more patch notes. But that's basically all the information I have for you guys on the Droid. You will be able to play it about, let's see, it'll be 4 hours from now, so probably like 3.5 hours from whenever I post this video. So make sure to drop a like down below if this video was helpful for you guys, and make sure to subscribe to the squad if you're new. We're going to be streaming it tonight for sure, and we'll probably have some videos dropping on it as well, and I'll see you guys next time.